Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today. And today we're going to be talking about the Houston Astros potentially signing right fielder Anthony Santander. I think right now everybody in free agency, this is probably my dream signing for the Astros. I'm going to get into why. The Astros need a new right fielder with Kyle Tucker being gone. I like the Kyle Tucker trade just because of the fact that, I love Tucker, his personality. I love the player, the person. But if we're gonna be realists, Kyle Tucker was not returned to the Astros next year. Even if he wanted to, Jim Crane does not give out big deals. And honestly, I don't think he wanted to. I think he loves the city of Houston, but I just think Tucker would have taken the bigger money. And I think there are way more big market teams that would have offered Tucker way more money than the Astros would next year. I think maybe there was a solid chance the Astros were going to break tradition and, offer Tucker a big deal. But I don't think they would have. I think they would have definitely been outbid by some of the teams trying to, some of those big market teams trying to go get Tucker. You're going to see I think next offseason you're going to see a lot of teams going after him, big market teams. The Cubs are going to try to re-sign him. I think the Yankees will probably go after him next offseason. Knowing the Dodgers with how they spend money, they will. I just think that there's no way, even if Jim Crane decided, okay, yeah, I'll give the guy a 15-year deal, I think he would have gotten outbidded for sure by some big market team. Like the Yankees that are, so these teams that are willing to spend $600-700 million. So, yeah. All right. But anyways, you got to replace that. I like the trade. I like the Astros getting possibly the third baseman of the future. I like adding to the relief pitching. I like that. I love adding in Isaac Paredes because the Astros need a first baseman. Not only do they need a guy who can either play third or first for you, but another reason I really like his addition is just because of the fact that, he is a big home run hitter, hit 31 home runs in 2023. Now he comes in to play at Minute Maid Park, where, he's a guy that likes to hit fly balls to left field. I hate saying this. Daikin Park has one of the shortest ballparks. The Crawford Balk is one of the shortest short porch in Major League Baseball. So I think that's going to be a great addition for someone. Adding in a guy you have multiple years of control with both, Hayden and Isaac Paredes, who I think will both help the team, and then the third base for the future for someone who is going to leave you next offseason. I like the trade. The only hole of the trade is not getting the right fielder of the future because you lose that with Tucker. And that's why I really want the Astros to sign Anthony Santander. I would love this, to add in the one-time Silver Slugger and All-Star. And this is another guy that I think would just take advantage of being in a short ballpark. Look, Baltimore definitely has a short ballpark like the Astros. That's one of the reasons why Santander hit 44 home runs last year, 102 RBIs, batting .235, and had an OPS of 814 in 155 games. But Astros, I looked it up. I think I knew this before looking it up, but I wanted to make sure. The Astros, Daikin Park, which I'm still really want to call it Minute Maid Park, has a shorter left field and right field than Camden Yards, where Baltimore plays. Now, I do know that the Astros have one of the largest center fields. So I think the Astros center field is a little bit bigger than Baltimore's. But the Astros have a shorter left and right field than Baltimore, and he hit 44 home runs in Baltimore. This is going to be a guy who sends a lot of home runs out of the ballpark in Houston if the Astros add him in. You need to replace Tucker, a guy who hits a lot of home runs. Why not do it with a guy who hits more home runs? Santander hit 44 home runs in 155 games. Tucker hit like 20-something in 70 games. Tucker probably would have been around the same number if he played as much as Santander did, and Tucker was playing in a shorter ballpark. I'm not saying that Santander is a better hitter than Tucker, because I think Tucker is a more efficient hitter than than Santander, since Tucker was batting near 290 and Santander was batting near 240. But as of power that he would bring, I think his numbers would improve at Minute Maid Park. Now, if I'm Santander, I'm either signing in New York or I'm signing in Houston. I think those are the two best fits for Santander right now. I mean, if he's looking at his options, if you got both the Astros and the Yankees interested in you, it's either one of those teams, because those are two of the shortest ballparks in Major League Baseball that you can hit some bombs in, and not only that, but also those are two teams that have lost their right fielders and are really hunting for right fielders. So the Yankees losing Soto, the Astros trading Tucker. I think those would be the two best fits for Santander. And I'd really love to see the Astros add him in, just because of how big of a power hitter he is, hitting 44 home runs in 155 games. The Astros have shorter left field and right field than Baltimore, so I think he'd be a great addition. Now, it doesn't replace Tucker's defense, because Santander is not. I mean, he's not a terrible defender, but he's terrible if you compare him to Tucker's right field defense. But I'd rather have Santander in right field. I would say I'd rather have Santander in right field than Mauricio Dubon or Chas McCormick, because of what he'll bring offensively to the team, and also I don't know, defensively maybe I'll say Chas McCormick over Santander, but over Dubon for sure. But I'd love to see the Astros pick him up. And also my dream two moves for the Astros would be for the Astros to trade Ryan Presley and prospects for Nolan Arenado. The Astros are very interested in trading for him. Then, sign Anthony Santander. He wants a 5-year deal. Give him the 5-year deal. Give him maybe $100 million to get Santander. Add into the pitching rotation. Sign a old Astros veteran starting pitcher. You might be thinking about to say Justin Verlander, but no. Add in Charlie Morton if he'll do a very cheap deal, and then call it an offseason. And then that's a great way to replace Bregman and Tucker. You replace Tucker with Santander, another guy who can hit bombs. You replace Bregman with Nolan Arenado, who's arguably better defensively than Bregman and a little bit more efficient at the plate than Bregman. You replace John Singleton with Isaac Paredes, who's miles better, and you add to the rotation with Charlie Morton. I love that. So Charlie Morton essentially replaces Yusei Kikuchi. I'd love those moves for the Astros. We'll see if they do those, but we'll see what happens. That's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out. Go Astros.